Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into Podcast Room 303. Introducing one co-host with more nuggets than Chick-fil-A, Nick Morahan. Executive producer until we find someone better, Eric Washington. Nobody really knows what he does around here, Nevada Putnam. And now, the single greatest thing to happen to hosting in history, Jermaine Antonio Colon Mendez. On with the show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into Podcast Room 303, episode 279. On today's episode, we'll get into a head-to-head review, pop culture pick'em, top 5 people you'd want to road trip with, a quick blind 5, and we'll get into the NFL Week 6 as well as the MLB Postseason. But without further ado, how you doing this evening, Nick? Oh, he is muted.
He is.
Riveting podcasting right here.
Just read the lips to the podcast listeners. It works.
Dude, I have not. I've been remiss at this. I'm out of practice. Somebody, quick, bail me out.
How you doing this evening, Nevada?
The nightmare persists, but so do I. That's how we're doing. So,
Jeez Louise, that was
currently watching the Dallas Stars just smother the superstar Nashville Predators team. But I'm doing well.
Really? Nashville's getting smoked like that?
4-1 into the second.
Oh, so it's like the Avs Vegas game.
No doubt.
Oh, brutal way to start the season.
Avs came back and made it a game, but it ended ugly still, which is ironic. And how you doing this evening, Eric?
Doing good, man. Philly's out of the postseason, so yeah, shoot me now.
Philly's out of the postseason, so not doing good.
Yeah.
Doing good, smiling through his teeth.
Eric, did you see that post today on Instagram about the Phillies fans?
No, what was it?
Doing great.
I'll find it, send it to you. It's pretty brutal.
It is what it is, man. We're just a tortured fan base, and all that torture is what makes us, be the way that we are.
Okay, here it is.
We got a real chicken or egg situation.
Here's I'll just read it to you. Philly sports in the last 24 months. There's 9 of them. Phillies blow World Series after 2-1 lead. Eagles blow second half lead in Super Bowl 57. Sixers blow game 6 and 7 to Celtics. Phillies blow game 6 and 7 in NLCS. Eagles collapse after going 10-1. Sixers bounce by Knicks in the first round. Flyers lose 9 of the last 11 and miss the playoffs. Eagles start 2-2, lose 10 of the last 13 games, and the Phillies lose to the Mets in the NLDS.
Sums it up.
I feel like I'm that Emperor Palpatine meme right now.
Well, if you guys don't see me next week, just know that Nevada caused it.
Jesus, Nevada.
I'm putting that one on Nevada.
I'm on your side. You have every right to blame that man.
But see, this is – I know we get into it and you say I'm a shitty fan, but, see what I got to deal with?
But you're always negative going in. Your energy, coming out is just, we have no chance.
When I have positive energy, it just gets shit on.
Oh, bro, I'm gonna be positive every single time. What does last time they were here have anything to do with this time?
That's all I got to go off of.
So then, how did you ever expect to win a championship?
That was in the last 5 years, right?
No,
24 months,
2 years. Yep.
Oh, nice.
It's a lot of heartbreak.
It is a lot, yeah. All right, today's quick question. Will a returning Pac-12 be considered a Power 5? Or will it join the Group of 5? Discuss.
Nah.
Yeah.
No, what? Those are two different questions. You can't just say no. Sorry.
The initial part was, will they be a Power 5?
Did they ever downgrade it?
No, they did not. That's why I'm asking the question.
Technically, no, but they.
Yeah.
I think
so. I'd say yes
before.
All right.
I
let
don't
me
think-
control. Let me
yeah,
structure.
so they did.
Go ahead.
So they did downgrade it then.
I wouldn't say
If you're saying it's a group of four, then they did downgrade it.
Right, well, yeah, because technically it's not a conference right now. So I would
No.
say
Pac-12 is still a conference.
So the Pac-12
it's-
currently only has 2 schools,
There's 2 teams in there.
adding
Yeah.
4 members beginning in 2026. They're all coming from the Mountain West. The move does not qualify them to return as a Power 5, their status as a Power 5 conference.
Their move doesn't what?
Qualify them to return as status as a Power 5 conference.
So they are not a Power 5.
Mhm.
Wow, that happened quick.
Who decided?
So they're not a Power 5.
They
So
just
no.
booted them like that.
So no.
Did they tell anybody they booted them? Did I just miss that? Did you guys know that?
I think everyone just probably assumed that conference was dead. So what's the point?
I didn't know that.
I didn't. I knew it wasn't dead because there are still 2 teams. Because
I just knew it's like the
they
Nevada
fought-
thing. It's a group of 4.
they fought to keep the Pac-12 name.
Well,
So
let me rephrase it this way. Would you want a Mountain West team being in the group of 5?
yeah, it's basically
What-
having Rutgers.
Okay, so to put it into context for you, the Power 5 conferences on average bring in $3 billion in revenue. For the Pac-12, it was $3 billion. UW was their leader with $440 million. With the departure of all their schools and the new 6 that's going to form in 2026, those 6 combined schools have a $434 million revenue
Combined.
So, yeah, they're about $2.5 billion short.
Yeah, but how much of those other schools that nobody gives a fuck about in those conferences, how much of those schools are propped up by the fact that they're just in those conferences?
Probably a lot. Like Vanderbilt.
like exactly. I know Vanderbilt just provided one of the most spectacular sports moments in history. So with that aside, what is that? When's the last time Vanderbilt's been good in either sport or any sport? Is it just baseball that they're good at?
Weren't they ranked a few years ago? Like 4 or 5 years ago?
I don't think they've had a winning season since like 2013.
I could have sworn they were doing well there for a little bit.
Oh,
like
I guess
half a year.
you can get ranked early on in the season. Yeah, I just don't like Vanderbilt is not a good school to me.
Did you know UTEP is being considered for the Pac-12?
Bro, how? We're 0-5 right
considering
now.
the Mountain West and the Pac-12.
They should go Mountain West.
That'd be so sick if UTEP goes Pac-12.
Also, the Pac-12 is in the middle of a couple lawsuits with all these things leaving, and they're actually suing the Mountain West is actually suing them for poaching those schools. There's a lot going on. There's so many articles here, dude. That's crazy.
That I didn't realize. Like, when they gutted the Pac-12, they removed its status as a Power 5.
Yeah,
that's
so there's only 2 schools in that right now.
But the conference is dead because there's only 2 schools. They just got to add more schools, and they have to wait. Just like SEC, Texas was announced 2 years before they left.
Yeah,
right. Like
it does kind of suck because I feel like the teams that left the Pac-12 are the ones who caused the issue of the Pac-12. Pac-12 itself didn't necessarily cause the teams to leave. They're like, hey, we're going to rebrand this Pac-12. They're like, where's everybody going?
So that was my thought process. It was like, oh, it's still the Pac-12. It's just everyone decided to be cunts and leave. But by Oregon, USC, UCLA, Stanford, all of them leaving, they killed the Pac-12. That's diabolical.
Interesting.
You think, final follow-up to the quick question before we move on. It's just simple yes or no. Did the Pac-12 being killed result in Bill Walton's death?
Yes.
Yeah.
Got it.
I mean, we see it all the time. Joe Paterno, dead.
Eric, I've been waiting for you to share head-to-head all of this like last 5 minutes. My bad.
Did you say something and I just didn't hear you?
I thought I did.
Oh, dude.
There's a possibility I didn't say it.
If you're listening, shoot us a text. Let us know.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's a lot of red in our.
Oh yeah, I can sum it up for you guys. 0-12 last week.
No, but walk us. All right. Walk us through my wild parlay though.
It's harder to do that than it is to go 12-0. That's all I'm saying.
Is it?
It's statistically against us to have gone 0-12.
Right. So you know what, guys? Suck it. We did a good thing.
That's what we call a clean sweep in the biz.
Yeah. So everybody went 0-3. I'm just gonna give you guys what our records are at. So Jermaine's at 27-93.
No,
down
killing it.
25.84 units. Nick is at 1,104-1.
Winner.
45.36 units. Nevada's 37-83, down 24.86 units. And I am 32-88, up 8.28 units.
Nick is running away with it.
Dude, I thought this was golf. I thought you had to get the lowest score possible.
Eric, walk us through my crazy parlay.
Yeah, so
Jesus, that thing is huge.
A parlay that was plus 229,702 odds. He basically looked at the entire slate on Sunday and gave us the over-under for each game, and he only missed 2 of them, if I'm not mistaken.
Damn.
Bummer, dude.
I
think Cardinals 49ers was one of them.
I actually
Cardinals. Was it Cardinals? It was Cardinals Packers?
Looks like you got Raiders Broncos incorrect.
I got Raiders Broncos so wrong. I didn't realize Bo Nix and Co. were going to put 36 on them. Dude. They beat the over by themselves.
Yeah.
You missed Arizona, San Francisco by like 1.5 points.
Bummer, dude. And that was
I think that's it. I think you hit everything else.
No, I missed Denver versus.
Denver versus Las Vegas.
Bro, I was watching it through the day as the scores came in, and I was like, "Oh shit, this thing's low key kind of cooking, bro."
You just need to not look at it. That was your problem. You looked at it.
Oh, I spoke about the no hitter.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, continue to follow us for your favorite fades. Let's go ahead and push it to Pop Culture Pick'em. Top 5 people you want to go to road trip on. Oh, fuck, I'm first. Jermaine, Nick, Eric, and Nevada. I want to go. Give me, man.
He's dead.
And give me Mark Calloway.
Mark Calloway?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I'll be the person in the room to say, who the hell is Mark Calloway?
I was just going to say, explain that for the roomies and people on the podcast.
Yeah, roomies. Yeah, explain. Yeah, the roomies may not know who I.
Yeah,
I do.
We know.
We know.
Of course, know.
We know.
The Undertaker.
Oh, okay. I do know who that is.
Eric's all mad. He's going back and putting the Undertaker instead.
Fuck out of here with this Mark Calloway.
Some Mark Calloway, some roomie named Mark Calloway is like, he wants me to go on a road trip with him.
He's a real person, dude.
I'll do Jason Sudeikis, first pick.
Oof. Those are a peculiar 101 and 102. I will say that.
Yeah, it's not the way I thought this was going.
Here's the thing. What makes a good, before we keep going, what makes a good road trip buddy or person or whatever?
Oh, so
many qualities. And does road trip mean only driving, or is it you're also in the towns with these people?
You're also in the towns with them when you stop.
Oh, I was thinking just
road
driving.
Trip.
I was thinking just driving. Yeah.
Midwest road trips.
Yeah.
14, 16-hour trips.
Yeah, or just just road trips in Texas.
Okay,
got it. I just wanted to clarify real quick. Then I stand by my answer, and that's a fire answer from Nick. But let's keep it going.
I'm gonna go with Dave Chappelle.
Bro, like anytime you get a list of random people, you're just always gonna have Dave Chappelle on it.
If it involves hanging out with him, yeah.
I'm pretty sure Eric picks him for every list. Whose dick would you suck?
Dave Chappelle.
101. Dave Chappelle.
I'm gonna add some comedic relief. Well, and I'll go with Shane Gillis.
Okay.
Did you guys see that one of his family members killed Joe Biden's first wife and daughter in a car accident?
There's
Oh,
that's dude. There's no way that's true.
he's
No.
an industry plant. Got
No,
it.
all right. I'm just gonna send you guys the video.
Got
But
it.
there's
He's
like
an
he
industry
shows
plant.
the news report on it and newspaper articles on it. It's pretty crazy.
Oh, is that what I saw when I was like, he has a secret? He has a secret.
Possibly.
Oh, I thought it was Victoria's.
My next pick on the back-to-back is going to be Travis Pastrana.
Why are you so mad at that joke, Eric?
I'm not mad at it. It just got me.
Travis Pastrana is an interesting road trip person.
That is a very.
He's got a pretty good personality, but he's also going to whip that car around some turns here and there.
Oh, he's default driver?
Oh, yeah.
Are you going to let him drink a fifth before he drives?
Oh, Jesus.
Dude, he could probably still drive better than anyone else in that car.
Yeah, probably.
Probably. That's a funny answer.
All right. I'm going to go with Jason Statham.
Jason Statham.
Is everyone just picking fire drivers now?
Well, that and also if shit goes down, I got somebody that can throw hands real good.
I'll go Ryan. I'll go Ryan Gosling.
I knew he was going to make this list. I fucking knew it, dude.
He's the better Ryan.
Too many homos in this podcast group.
He's the better Ryan. And yes, I am. What does that have to do with anything?
It has nothing to do with it. I just knew a handsome man was going to make it. I'll take Theo Vaughn.
That's a great
That would be some wild stories. You don't know if any of them are true, but that's some wild stories.
Yeah.
And then that one kid with Down syndrome from 3rd grade. No, I'm just fucking with you guys. I'm just fucking with you guys.
Damn.
Man, this is a fascinating question. Who would I want to talk to? Give me this is tough. Give me John F. Kennedy, dog.
Yeah. Great trend to start. I'm going to continue it with Teddy Roosevelt.
I think I spelled Roosevelt wrong.
Well, it's not Roosevelt. It's Roosevelt. So that's your first mistake. Roosevelt.
Oh, my God.
Hey, my name's Eric.
All right, we're going presidents. I'm going to take the best one, Donald Trump.
Oh, Jesus.
Best? Let's relax.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous, dude. Andrew Jackson had like 40 duels when he was in office, dude.
He also had alligators in the White House.
Dude. Eric.
You know how many people he's killed with a gun while president of the United States?
Eric, when he was a senator,
president, though.
When he was a senator, when he was like 80, some dude came into the Senate room and tried to shoot him. His pistol jammed. Then he pulled another pistol, tried to shoot him again. That one jammed. Andrew Jackson had to be pulled off this man before he beat him to death with his cane.
I mean, that's a great story, but like, how do you have two guns jammed, homie? Like preparation.
Because he's unkillable.
It's the 1820s, my God.
Preparation, dude. Lube it up.
So Andrew Jackson got to be president because they told him in the War of 1812, he was in the Battle of New Orleans, and they told him, they said, Colonel Jackson, the war is over. The British have surrendered. And he decided to attack them and massacre them at New Orleans anyway.
Sounds like my kind of guy.
Just to make sure they don't have any thoughts about coming back another time.
Nevada, you're up.
I'm going to stick with people who are alive for now. But I'm going to go with Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Oh, look at me. I'm so dreamy. I love the sciences.
You do love the sciences, though.
I know. I was talking about me. I said I'm dreaming.
Oh, back to back.
Snuck up on him. Snuck up on him.
Back to back.
Back to back. I'll add my dead person here. I'm going to go with Freddie Mercury.
That's carpool karaoke to the max right there.
Yeah, exactly. That's my exact thought.
His voice sucks, though.
Oh my gosh.
such a bad take, dude.
All the roomies just turned off the pod.
Just to have just to have the worst contrarian take of all
We
time.
need like a bad take alarm that Eric has, where he just gets to like.
Hey, I'll look for one online.
Oh, dude!
Just find like a hockey goal horn and be like, no.
Yeah.
For the record, I don't think he has a bad voice. That was purely for shock value. Let's move on to the next pick.
I'm gonna take the OG. Just he should have been 101. I'm gonna go Jesus Christ. Actually, his name's Jesus of Nazareth.
Look at me, I'm a learned individual.
Yeah, look at me.
I learned it something, dude.
Yeah, Eric, you don't even speak Aramaic, you dumb fuck. All right, I'm gonna take Ted Williams.
Neither do you, you dumb fuck. What the fuck?
Well, I didn't have Jesus in the car.
Man, we speak in tongues, homie.
Oh, I think he hears that.
No, dude, it's the close relative of dysentery.
Ooh.
Who's Nick? Who'd you take?
I took Ted Williams.
The baseball player? Nice.
Ted Williams? Of all the baseball players, you took Ted Williams?
One of the greatest hitters of all time. Yes, I took Ted Williams.
Yeah, not even.
And also
top
a guy
five.
that's known to party and drink. Yes, I took Ted Williams.
Nah, he's no Doc Ellis. Has he ever played on LSD? No.
I don't know. Was LSD invented in the 40s?
Oh, he's that old? He's for sure not good at baseball. What do you say all the time? That was before?
That was before black people played, but
There
he's
you
one of the good ones.
No, he's not good. Can't be good. Can't be good. All right, next pick. Let's see. I've had all this time to think about it, but I shall use more time to deliberate here.
Oh, that's good. Filibuster.
Let me go Theo Epstein.
Theo. Mm-hmm. I assume you'll be riding side seat so you can show them how thankful you are for that Cubs World Series.
I'm riding on lat, baby. 108 years, you can have whatever you want, Theo.
Where would you like it, Mr. Epstein?
Oh man. And then I'm gonna go Jack the Ripper.
That's a risky road trip.
Yeah, that is. Well, no, he's not a young woman in London in 1880s in 1800s London, so I think he'll be fine.
I've got questions, Jack, if that's your real name.
Then you'd find out who he is. That's actually kind of a nasty pick.
No, I'm trying to kill him, dude. I'm driving him to some forest. On guard.
I'm gonna go Dan Soder with my final pick. Favorite comedian.
Dude, that dude's just dark though.
Is he?
There's no light.
I don't get. Is this a joke? I don't get the joke if it is.
You know, he's a dark comedian.
Oh, I don't think he is. Maybe that's just my soul.
Doesn't he talk about fucked up shit that happened to him?
No,
he's not as dark as I think. I think you might be confusing him with somebody else.
Maybe.
Possibly.
There's too many comedians nowadays, and not all of them are good.
Oh yeah, I'm next. I will go with Thierry Henry.
Yeah,
it's fair.
Keeps coming after Captain America though. Better watch that shit.
I have a few honorable mentions, but I've realized that this road trip has turned into a complete sausage fest. So I'm going to add a female in there somewhere.
Yuck.
Why? So you can stop to pee every 2 hours?
Yuck. 2 hours. Damn.
I'm going to go. How about Sydney Sweeney?
Bro.
Gotta be Sydney.
All the women you could have picked that you went with Sydney Sweeney?
I picked it in 10 seconds. If you gave me a day to think about it, yeah, maybe I'd have a different.
Well, think about it again. Take a little bit.
Could I have picked a fictional character? Because if so, I would have picked Scooby Doo.
All the hijinks he would be getting in with Scooby.
This
He
weekend,
makes a killer sandwich.
we
yeah.
wanted to watch a Halloween movie with Katie's parents. But we
Okay.
couldn't like settle on one because her mom was like, I don't want to watch a scary movie. So we watched Scooby-Doo Zombie Island.
Bro,
yeah.
that's a scary movie, though.
Dude, it stands up. I'm not going to lie. 33 years old. It stands up.
Still scary?
Well, I knew it was coming, but I was like, dude, this is why I was scared of this movie as a kid. This movie is frightening.
It's a
Like
scary movie,
turn,
bro.
when they turn into the cat people, I was like, this was
early
scary.
on, too.
Yeah.
They hit you with that early. I was just like,
Yeah.
what is happening? That's a terrifying Scooby-Doo movie. But I would have picked him instead of Jack the Ripper. But I kept thinking of fictional characters, and I was just like,
You could have gone with a fictional character.
it's too late. Anyone have any honorable mentions?
It's a little broy, but I did have Nick on there because we have had road trip adventures before. Never a dull moment. I have texted him on road trips where I'm saying this car is way too quiet, and then we have road trip conversations, texting back and forth.
We
Not on
also
the same road trip.
we also before Katie, shout out, was gonna have a
BC before
BC.
Katie.
Yeah, BK, we were going to have a road trip across the country to Las Vegas, but she came in and ruined all that.
I mean, I did know it was spelled with a K, but I was going for the effect.
Yeah.
Dude, how many days were you guys going to take?
I don't know how many we were going to take, because we were going to do like we were going to do 3 games around here, go to Chicago, watch the 2 games in Chicago, go to St. Louis, watch a game in St. Louis, maybe hit KC, go to Denver, spend a couple of days in Denver, then go to Las Vegas.
Bro, that was 12 teams, so that's at least 12 games.
Yeah, it was probably going to be like 2 weeks. Maybe if not like a month.
It sounds longer than that.
Maybe we'd still be on the road. Don't know.
Yeah. We'd be living in some we just stopped. Like, we ran out of money in St. Louis.
Welcome to Podcast Room 303. This is episode 71 of Nick. If you're okay, please let me know.
Yeah. We received a Morse code message in the middle of the night. We don't know. What's that from I Am Legend, where he's like putting out, if you could hear this message, come to the Eastern Pier at 7:00 on a Sunday.
Yeah.
We spent the last $70 of cash at the horse tracks trying to triple our money so we could make it back home.
That's right. I could buy a plane ticket home, or
we put it all on black.
this local sports team I hear is a lock. They haven't won in 2 straight months.
Oh, dude, that would have been a fun time. Just don't eat too much egg salad.
It was what, 2 years ago, basically. Now at this point, I'm still egg salad.
I've hit the quota.
For those of you who don't know, Jermaine, Eric, and I, we've talked about it a lot, but went to Japan in February of last year. 2 years ago. February 22. No?
23.
I think it was 23, brother.
February 23.
Yeah, because it was WBC
last year. Yeah. And I had so much. We obviously don't speak. We obviously don't speak Japanese, so we found one cafe that we loved and went there for breakfast every day of the 9-day trip. And all they had was egg salad.
Actually, no, we went there like 4 days straight, and then we were like, "That's enough of that." I was going for the deal. You get a coffee, an egg, and like an item for like $4 American.
You saw they're paying foreigners now, right? They're paying foreigners to come over there
to go repopulate, bro.
Yeah.
Does that mean they'll make me king?
Well,
I think so. Yeah. I think it's like Genghis Khan. Eventually 10% or something will be related to you.
Could you imagine?
We could have Puerto Ricans of the Far East.
Puerto Ricans of the Far East?
That's what we call Filipinos.
That's ridiculous.
Nevada almost spit out his beer. It was so ridiculous. Let's get into
yeah.
blind 5 here. You ready, Nevada?
Yep. Where'd it go? Here we go.
Eric, you read back the list before we just went into tangents, right?
I don't think so.
I didn't. No.
Oh well.
Never mind. Blind 5 it is.
Rewind the fucking podcast, you dorks. If you didn't hear it, rewind the podcast. We're not your mothers.
1 through 8.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah, by the way, you dorks. 1 through 8. Eric, 1 through 8.
7.
There we go.
7. All right. Your first option is goldfish.
The snack or the marine animal?
I was thinking the same thing, dog. Like, what? Sorry, what'd you say?
Ooh, or better, don't tell us.
I wasn't going to say a word.
You weren't going to tell us which goldfish?
Nope.
All right, default 5 then.
Yeah. There's way better animals than
And
goldfish.
way better snacks, dude. Give me goldfish at 5.
Goldfish at 5. Okay. Next up are bear claws.
Oh, those are good. Bear claws are good.
Snacks that are named after animals.
Dude, snacks that are named after animals, or animals and snacks.
Animals that are snacks. Snacks that are animals. Bear claws, bear claws don't have filling.
Yeah, they have hazelnut filling. It's like my favorite
It's
snack
like-
ever.
It's like
Bear claws too, no?
I was gonna say 2 or 3 because I don't know if anything will become better, but no, dude, it's not number 1. Bear
two,
claws are not that.
I'm not
good.
even involved in this, but yeah.
I do
just
like
because you love bear claws that much, like ungodly. The love is
Best
wild.
snack ever, dude.
It's not the best snack ever, Eric.
100%.
Pudussy.
I love the lobbying, Eric. It's not going to be 1. It will be 3.
I accept this.
3 for bear claws.
Okay. Hi, Chieftain.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Omni Domini.
A bear claw is a sweet yeast raised pastry.
Ooh.
You don't have to say that. That sounds disgusting.
Sweet yeast.
A yeast raised pastry, a type of
Mm.
Danish originating in the United States during the 1910s.
The last time the Phillies were good.
Dramatic.
All right. Next up will be pigs in a blanket.
Oh, that's an elite snack.
Dude, if you show up to a holiday party and some auntie made pigs in the blanket, dude.
The croissant with the nice little wiener in it, dude.
And there's like some cheese in there too.
Hot dog. You dip that in some sauce?
It's the gentleman's hot dog. It's the gentleman's corn dog.
That's a black tie kind of hot dog.
1?
No, number 2. Number 2.
Okay.
It's not that good. It's barely better than bear claws.
I mean, that's what the rankings would suggest. All right, what mistake are we making?
It's a black tie hot dog. It's ridiculous.
It's a grown man's corn dog.
This is wedding approved.
Grown man's corn dog.
Next up is puppy chow.
Puppy chow? Is that for people?
Muddy buddies.
There's a
Like
few
chicks.
different words for it.
Checks muddy buddies.
Oh,
The puppy chow.
puppy chow is a snack.
Yeah.
It's not dog food.
Yeah.
I was like, this
There's-
list makes no sense, dude.
Throwing in the curveball with dog food.
I was legit like, what the fuck? Monkey munch. Reindeer chow.
Monkey munch?
Yeah,
but what is in it?
It's like Chex Mix, chocolate, powdered powdered sugar.
Peanut butter and chocolate?
You can, yeah.
Okay. So it's just like a souped up Chex Mix.
Oh yeah, dessert Chex
Sweet.
Mix.
Yeah, dessert Chex Mix.
Okay. That sounds pretty tasty. I don't think I've ever had that, but that sounds fantastic. I don't know if I put that 1 though. I'm good with that at 4.
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't seem real committed to puppy chow. We're all right. It's going at 4.
Yeah.
I'm speaking now.
Okay. And number 1, which I think is probably a decent one, Dino Nuggies.
Oh, dude, this list shaped out beautifully. Beautifully.
Yeah. Dino Nuggies are an every time of the day snack.
Eric may have an argument to flip Bear Claws with pigs in a blanket.
And Dino Nuggets.
No chance, bro.
No chance,
No
dude.
chance.
100% in the morning with coffee.
You
at
can't
night
play
a
with
blunt,
Bear Claws.
in the middle
Eric,
of the day.
You can't
when
play
need a
with
little
Bear
energy.
Claws.
Eric, apply this.
Energy.
Eric, you're not coming home drunk and making Bear Claws.
Because they're already prepackaged. You just rip it open and smash it up, dude.
No chance.
No chance. You're coming home, you're setting the oven, you're forgetting about it.
Also, if you are eating Bear Claws for energy, you are crashing, bro.
I miss that. Eric, this is why your fitness is so bad. Because you think Bear Claws are used for energy.
Dude,
Fitting this bear claw into my mouth.
or whatever that thing is called.
Homie said a 6-hour nap. That's the whole sleep, dude.
It's only a sleep if you go past 8, dude.
That's incorrect.
7.5
dog.
under is a nap, dude.
It's incorrect,
You
dog.
can nap for 7.
If you've hit 6, that's almost 2 sleeps.
Yeah, that's a circadian cycle, Eric. They
Eric,
go in 3-hour increments.
Eric, you are the cat of this podcast.
Sleep is when you're at REM for like a consistent 3-4 hours. That's sleep.
Consistent 2, 3, 4 hours. You are not hitting that much REM, my guy.
Every night, dude.
Just 4 hours straight of
Deep.
REM.
Every time I wake up, it feels like I time travel, dude.
No chance.
Yeah, because you
you missed 3/4 of the day. You're like, oh, it's already tomorrow, huh? You really tuckered me out.
You'd be a much more energetic individual if you really got that much REM, dog. Instead, you walk out just like
your
you
body
had a
thinks
stressful
you're
night.
hibernating. I think your body legitimately thinks you're hibernating.
Maybe he sleeps so much to try to wash away the Philly sports teams he has to watch.
That's what it is. It's depression.
That's why you love Bear Claws. Because you're a bear hibernating.
Supposed to make me happy.
You get dopamine with that bear claw.
He likes to put them in his hands and go,
He's
God,
in the
isn't
mirror.
America great? You can eat your
Yes.
Bear Claws while bearing arms.
America.
rock hard.
Bearskin rug.
Let's get into the MLB playoffs, shall we?
Sir. Can you see that? Real good? Real good?
Sound like a Verizon wireless commercials. Can you see that?
Dude, if I'm like, I'll start our postseason MLB segment by saying this. If I am the owners of the first seed, I am trying to scrap this playoff format, or like the 1 and 2 seeds. I'm trying to scrap this playoff format as quickly as possible.
It is bad if you are good.
It is bad if you are good. It gives no incentive to being good. Mets dominated the Brewers because they were hot. Dominated the Phils because they were hot.
Mm-hmm.
And also the Mets decided to start hitting home runs, which is amazing to see. But like Detroit, hot, dominated the Astros. Hot right now in a battle with Cleveland that just shows how good. It really shows how good the Guardians are at baseball. The Royals probably the Royals have gotten unlucky. Their pitching has been incredible against this Yankees. I'm getting into it now. Their pitching has been incredible against this awesome Yankees lineup, this vaunted Yankees lineup, but they just haven't had the offense show up. Right? I think that's the summary of that series. I'm truly a little bit nervous for this New York Yankees team facing either the Tigers or the Guardians. Because if KC's pitching staff can shut you down, you have 2 fantastic pitching staffs on the other side of the AL bracket.
Yeah, and the bullpens for them are real good.
We come down to Game 5 in San Diego, LA, the battle of who can manage it worse.
Oh
So
my!
I feel like that's what this series is. Who can lose the series by boneheaded managing?
Bro, did you saw what they did in Game 4, right? The Padres.
Yes, but take the listeners through it.
The Padres were up a game and still decided to pitch Dylan Cease on 4 days rest.
Incredible. Not an elimination game.
Not an
a
elimination game.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the Yankees decided to go bullpen approach. Count outs. Not Yankees, Dodgers. Dodgers decided to count outs. Dylan Cease makes it
1 2/3.
5 outs into the baseball game. And Mike Schilt comes out and pulls him. Started him when he shouldn't have started him and didn't trust him 5 outs into the ball game. The Dodgers are going to the World Series.
Well,
yeah. Well, hold on.
No. When you're gifted something like that, their bats woke up in that very game because they got to face bullpen arms they had already seen in the first 2 games that shut them down. Now they've tied it. They're going to win this. They'll beat the Mets because the Mets were waiting on bated breath. The Mets are going to Met, and the Dodgers will make it to the World Series on some nonsense. Anyways, continue on, Nick.
when is the Dodgers game is tomorrow?
Correct. Yeah.
So that'll decide it, and then it looks like Sunday will be the Mets' first game in either LA or San Diego. That's probably why I sound like crap, because my mic wasn't plugged in all the way. Okay, perfect. Remember, I'm just getting back into this. So I apologize to the listeners for sounding like.
What is a podcast?
What is a podcast? We don't have audio. We don't have AV guys here, so that's I blame that. I blame budget. I blame show budgets. And the network.
We pay Eric too much.
So let's see. The last time the Mets played was, when did the Mets play last?
Yesterday? Yeah.
Yesterday. So they'll be sitting around for
4
days.
Bitches.
Not great. Not great for a hot team to be sitting around 4 days against a team like the Padres or the Dodgers, depending on who wins. I agree with Jermaine. I think the Dodgers win. Momentum is a fickle thing in baseball, and confidence is even worse. And I think that you can kind of get the Dodgers to feel bad about themselves. We've seen this with their stacked rosters, and really you've seen this with stacked rosters in the MLB playoffs. If you can get a good team that's dominated all year to feel bad about themselves, like the Padres had them 2-1, and you can punch them in the mouth, like where they haven't been punched all year.
Yeah, because they were dominant.
So to speak to that, the Phillies manager, they played 4 games against the Mets. He ran 4 different lineups.
What are we doing? It's the postseason. I don't understand that.
Also the problem with the Mets Phillies getting into the final series here is Phillies pitchers like getting behind in counts, man. Like, you cannot allow hitters, especially good hitters like the Mets, to get ahead in counts like that. And I mean, like, you have a concept in baseball of something called setup pitches, right? Where you could throw a ball outside, but it's actually to set up a fastball, slider outside to set up a fastball high and in, right? Or a sinker in to set up a sinker at the knees to set up a sinker on the inside corner, right? Something like that. But the Phillies would just have bad misses and then hang stuff over the middle of the plate. Eric, am I wrong? I didn't watch. I kind of just watched the highlights.
Yeah.
And games when I could, but it seemed like Philly pitchers were behind in the counts, and against this Met lineup, it's not going to work.
Yeah, Suarez
it didn't work.
In the elimination game in the first and third, he loaded bases. He pitched him way out of it, but I mean, when you got to pitch your way out of loaded bases twice, you're not going more than 4 innings.
Yeah, that's a lot of stress to put on the defense as well.
Yeah.
There's they like to use the term all the time, high leverage. He was in too many high leverage situations, and sooner or later the team is going to break in one of those situations, and that's ultimately what happened to the Phillies.
I was just shocked by how, why would you change the lineup every day? Isn't baseball about rhythm?
Look, man,
you got a guy playing one night, off 2 nights, then playing again, doesn't know if he's playing until 20 minutes before the game. Like, that's not good for a team.
It's hard, right? It's hard what we talked about. That sitting around, that waiting, especially when series like the Mets goes to 3 games. That 3 games is over 5 days, right? You've kind of been and you know, the Phillies have been, correct me if I'm wrong, near the end, the Phillies were kind of resting guys too as the season kind of came to the end, resting them and getting them ready for the postseason.
He was kind of doing what he did in the Mets series where he was kind of rotating the back 5 in the order.
That's so silly.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
I just, managers always get mad when you second guess them. It's like, you're only saying this because it didn't work. And I'm like, yeah, but it was also stupid.
Yeah.
You won 95 games with a specific lineup. Well, not 95 games, but you run the majority of your games with certain guys in the batting, in the lineup. Run that lineup. Run the guys that you were hanging your hat on all season.
Yeah. So, all right. So, assuming the Yankees win this game, they're up 3-1 in the top of the 8th. The Yankees will advance. Who do we have? Jermaine already said the Dodgers. Do we all agree that the Dodgers are going to beat the Padres?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, unfortunately.
Nevada, grumble.
I had money on the Padres, so we know they lost.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there we go. Yeah, Dodgers.
Who do we think? Tigers, Guardians.
Tigers.
I think the Guardians get it now. They're
Go.
They're going back home. Second time. Sorry, Nevada. Go ahead.
Nope. I was just saying that. I agree exactly what line of thought you're going down. Going back home is huge.
And it's the second time facing. I don't know how to say his name. Scooble. This is second time facing him. They already got shut out, so they got through that. Were able to get the win. Like, I feel like Detroit, similar to the Padres, they blew their opportunity, and then Kansas City just didn't even show up at home.
Yeah. I think that the Guardians are going to be a hassle for the Yankees. I'll say Guardians, Dodgers, and I'll pray it's the Guardians that win right now.
Eric already knows what he's picking. Go ahead, Eric.
Dodgers, the Royals come back. They win the next game, and it's Dodgers, Royals win the World Series.
That's not what you're picking. You've been saying the opposite all postseason.
Now the Phillies are out, it doesn't really matter.
Tragic, dude. I just don't want Shohei to win. I don't want the Dodgers to win a championship, but I think that's what's going to happen.
There's 4 of us.
Disgusting. All because he sacrificed his own interpreter.
Although, I would love to see a rematch of the 2000 Subway Series. So if the Mets can get to the World Series against here's the most boring series would be Guardians Mets. I think that's the most boring. I obviously my most exciting series would be Subway Series.
Mets Yanks would be amazing.
Mets Yankees this year, that would be amazing. Dodgers Yankees, obviously that's the battle of the best. That's probably the second most for me. Dodgers Guardians.
Padres Royals would be sick.
Yeah, I'm completely writing off the Padres. That's where my thinking is. That's really funny.
All right, final take. Who do you guys got winning it all?
Cleveland.
Eric.
Dodgers.
Nevada.
God, I was going to take Cleveland, but I don't want to be with Nick, so I'll take Detroit.
Instant fade.
I'll take. Going to win the series.
I'll take the Mets. Give me the Mets.
Hell yeah.
I'll hitch my wagon to that. I don't want to hitch my wagon to anyone else, but let's go Mets.
It would be fitting for again another year a team that skimps into the playoffs wins the whole fucking thing.
You don't sound bitter at all. Let's go ahead and get into NFL Week 5. What's your first takeaway, Nevada?
Ooh. Vance Joseph has figured out how to coach defense once again. Week 3 last year, he lost by 50 points. This year, he has, in all statistical categories, defense in the top 5, number 2 in scoring.
Yeah, it's because all the players who didn't want to listen left. Nick, what's your main takeaway?
Derrick Henry has now joined only 2 other running backs, aged 30 or older, with 500 plus rushing yards and 5 rushing TDs within the first 5 games of the season. Can you name them? Hint: they both played these. Nope, not Emmitt Smith. Both these running backs played during the 2004 season.
Jamal Lewis.
Not Jamal Lewis.
Sean Alexander.
Not Sean Alexander.
Marshall T.
Nope.
Frank Gore.
Nope. Couple more guesses. Nevada and Jermaine, one more guess.
Priest Holmes.
Priest Holmes is one of them. Yes.
Hell yeah.
Jermaine, last guess.
I was going to say Jerome Bettis, but Eric said that.
Not Jerome Bettis. One more
Willis
guess.
McGahee.
Not Willis McGahee.
He was in college.
The highest yards through the first 5 games of an over 30 age season for a running back, Curtis Martin, 2004, 613 yards, 6 touchdowns.
Oh my God, that's
games.
a great fucking name.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. I told you, dude, this is going to be the group that earns all these running backs future money.
Yep.
Alvin Kamara is going off right now too.
Yep. Old running backs.
Josh Jacobs, Aaron Jones. I mean, Aaron Jones got hurt, but it's the story of his life. Eric, takeaway?
Man, this was a pretty shitty week.
What?
I'll go with
So grumpy, dude. The Phillies just ruined everything for Eric.
And the Eagles didn't play, so I got it.
So it's a shitty week because the Eagles didn't play.
Steak. He's eating a nice steak. He's like, "This is the worst steak I ever had."
Can't believe this is $60.
I'll go with this. Any love I had for the Patriots, or any hope I thought that they were going to be better, they just looked pathetic after those first 2 weeks where they were looking good.
They haven't even played the rookie yet.
That we'll see. Hopefully that makes them better, but
it can't make them worse.
I don't know. Can it?
Jacoby Brissett was pretty bad.
That's true. What does he still
Can I add one more thing, Jermaine, before your takeaway?
No, go ahead. I wasn't going to give one.
Okay, so the end of the half touchdown by Jamar Chase last week moves him within 1 of Tyreek Hill for most 40-plus yard scores since he entered the league. Tyreek Hill is at 15. Jamar Chase is at 14 since they both entered the league in 2021.
Good Lord. That's filthy.
And they still lost.
All right, I'll give a takeaway before we get into week 6. But DJ Moore, 5 for 105 and 2 against his former team.
I knew it was happening. I should have bet 101. I should have. Also, let's stay in the same game. Carolina just makes running backs. They're the new Denver.
What?
Chuba Hubbard, 2 straight weeks with over 90 yards and a touchdown.
So that
Christian
equals
McCaffrey,
making running backs.
Mike Davis.
They did not make Christian McCaffrey.
Oh, they made him. He grew up there.
Okay.
Look up the stats.
How low the bar is to make a running back. His bar was 2 straight games of 90 yards. Yeah. Made him. He's a star. But I got it right here, Chuba. You're a star. My guy's down bad if he's tied for that.
He is tied for 5th this year with yards.
Star. We're going with star, though, is what we're going with.
Yeah, they make running backs. Yeah, he's a good running back. Serviceable running back.
Since we're going to be talking about our team right now, my shoulders are getting pretty tired carrying this podcast, NFL sidewise. 2 weeks, and that we're 2-7 in those 2 weeks with our teams. Come on, guys. Let's get some dubs going.
How is it 2 weeks and we're 2-7?
Eagles were off last week.
We'll count that as a
Yeah, but that's 2-7 is 9 games.
Next segment.
On to you.
There's only 8 games possible in 2 weeks. All right. Let's get into week 6. Eric, you want to bring up the slate?
Didn't realize this was a math podcast.
Bunch of goddamn nerds.
So kicking off with the first game, well, currently the Niners and Seahawks are playing, so we'll just start with Sunday's first game. The Jacksonville Jaguars and the Chicago Bears play in Europe. I don't know where it is. I think it's in England.
Yep, London.
It's in London. Okay, cool.
Tottenham Hot.
London.
So the Chicago Bears are 1.5-point favorites. The over/under is 44.5. Dog money line for the Jaguars is +110.
Always take the dog in international games. I don't know how that. I might put that down on Knicks Nuggets. Fuck it. New Knicks Nugget.
Just
take the dog in international games.
We always say it. If it's an international game, bet the unexpected. So give me Trevor Lawrence 302 and a Jacksonville dub.
I'm creating it as a Nick Nugget.
You said Jacksonville money line?
Yeah, give me the money line for sure.
Okay.
Jacksonville. What's it? Jacksonville plus what?
+1.5.
1.5.
Okay.
That's the reason why I went money line.
Yeah.
Nick, you want money line?
Yeah.
Nevada, you got anything on this?
No. I wouldn't want it on American soil, let alone foreign soil.
Caleb Williams in London, you can barely play football in America.
All right. Moving in. The next game is the Cleveland Browns heading into Philadelphia. The Browns are 9.5-point dogs. The over/under is 42.5. Cleveland money line is +360.
So this hits our first team coming off a bye. So Philadelphia under Nick Sirianni in the last 4 years, 4-0 straight up, 3-0-1 against the spread coming off the bye. That's 3 wins and a tie and a push against the spread. However, the Eagles are favored by 9.5 points this year. When a favorite is favored by 9.5 points, not only are they 0-2 against the spread, they are also 0-2 straight up. So
damn, outright winners?
So for this game, give me Cleveland money line. Obviously, Cleveland plus 9.5. And give me the over 42.5.
Whoa.
Nick, to go off your nuggies, if you want to add this to your sheet for this year.
I don't. Thank you.
Okay. 24 games this year have had a spread of 5.5 or more. For the dogs on that 5.5 line, they are 19-5 against the spread and have won outright 13 of 24 of those games.
Damn, for 5.5 and greater.
Yep, 5.5 and greater. But
don't let him count that as a nugget anymore. He already said he doesn't want it.
Yeah. I think there's probably, as you mentioned, was it over 9 or something like that? They were 0-3 or
9.5, 0-2. Yep.
So maybe that sweet spot, 5.5 to 8.5, something like that. Something to keep an eye on. But yeah, Cleveland ain't covering that spread. They're ass water until they change their quarterbacks. But I would go over 42.5.
Damn, you said Cleveland can't cover 9.5.
You want Philly minus 9.5?
Sure, why not?
That's a look, man. Just give me the team getting 9 and a hook. I'm not gonna nuke it. Just give me the team getting 9 and a hook.
I don't know if you could check this, but I think it opened at 8.
It did.
It opened at 8?
Yeah.
Bro, give me the 9 of the hook for sure then. What are we doing, boys?
Let's check shout out Live Odds app. I think that's what it's called. it's just called live odds. I don't know if that's how you look it up. This game opened. Apparently, this game opened at Philadelphia -3.
Holy shit.
Jeez.
Yeah. Give me Cleveland 9 and a hook for sure then. Like, look, it's so much easier to not bet a team winning. They just have to lose by less than 10. It's very feasible in today's NFL. Like, it's a crazy number to me. And I know Cleveland is dog shit. I do like the over in this game, though.
You want the over as well?
Yeah, give me the over.
3-way over party.
What do you got on this one, Eric?
Cleveland +9.5.
Despair.
Yeah, right.
It's just despair.
I'll take this though. Philadelphia +3 turnovers. Whatever that money is, hammer that.
Okay,
More
very
than
next game. Washington travels into Baltimore.
Despair.
All I'm talking about is based off facts. We've had 2+ turnovers in every game this year,
So 3+ off a bye.
and 3+ off of out of all of them except for one. So, anyway, all right. So Washington heading
Off
into
a bye.
Baltimore.
Did he just me with his tongue?
Washington are 7-point dogs. The over/under is 51.5. Washington money line is +250.
I know the over is 51.5. I want the over. I think this is gonna be a shootout.
It's a good bet. Baltimore's secondary is ass water. I'll take Washington +7.
It's a good bet. You know what, Eric?
Yeah.
I'll take. Nah, never mind.
You better?
I'm gonna roll with the new nuggie for the year, +5.5. So I'll take the Manders to cover, and I'll go over 51.5.
It's a four.
It's Nevada's Nuggies.
It's a 4-1 team. You giving me a touchdown?
Yeah, kind of ridiculous, and not away from home either.
Yeah.
Down the street.
It's 45 minutes. Yeah.
You know
what, Eric? Yeah. I am going to do it. Give me Washington +7 and give me Washington money line.
Okay, dang it.
Well, son of a bitch. Shout out the Ravens for getting their 4th win on the year. Much appreciated. Let's move into this Houston game, Eric.
All right, so Houston's heading into New England. Houston is 6.5-point favorites. The over/under is 38. New England money line is +235.
So dogs, teams scoring less than 10 points the previous week. New England fits that category. Dogs of less than 10 points are 7-4 against the spread on the year. I'll take New England +6.5, Eric.
Drake May, his first start, gets them boys galvanized.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think New England scores points. I'm not bold enough to take that 6.5, even with Nevada's nugget. Give me the over 38, though.
Well, if I said it, I should probably live by it. So I'll take the Pats cover, and I'll go over. Over 38 points.
Look, if they're covered, they gotta score points. So it's
exactly
fair bet to take that over.
All right. Moving into the next game, we have the Arizona Cardinals heading into Green Bay. Arizona are 5.5-point dogs. The over/under is 47. Arizona money line +190.
Nothing for me in this game.
Nevada, Jermaine?
I'm going to do it, dude. Give me Arizona plus money line.
Arizona money line?
Yeah. I did say plus. I was going to say plus 190, and then I just decided to say money line. So
5.5 for you, Nevada?
Yeah, screw it. Might as well.
He's got to ride the nugget now.
Yeah, got to ride it this week for sure.
I'll take the over 47 as well, Eric.
Arizona. All right, so moving into the next game, we have Tampa Bay heading into New Orleans. Tampa Bay is 3-point favorites. The over/under is 41. New Orleans money line is +140.
Tampa Bay heading into New Orleans is a divisional game. It also is divisional game. It doesn't really meet. Both teams are not great with rest advantage, rest disadvantage, although it does meet that criteria. Tampa Bay is 3-2 in the last 5, including winning the last 2. In each of those 5 games, the Tampa Bay team total has been over 19.5. You can get Tampa Bay over 19.5 Actually, you can't get it right now. But if that ever pops up, Eric, I will let you know the odds for that. But that's a Nick Nugget, Tampa Bay over 19.5.
Okay.
Figures?
I'll go with this one before Jermaine finishes out with his team. I think Spencer Rattler's going to show up and put on a little bit of a show there. So I'm going to take over on the points, and I will take them. Divisional game. Man, Baker's hot. I'll just stick with over on the points.
Okay.
I don't bet the Saints typically, even though I bet them sometimes. So don't listen to me. It's just what I have to say. It's an obligatory sentence. Give me Mike Evans under 50.5 receiving yards. Mike Evans' career averages versus Marshawn Lattimore are 43.5 yards and 2 receptions. He's only ever scored 2 touchdowns when guarded by Marshawn Lattimore. That's hashtag have your number. And then I'm going to go with same thing as Nevada. I'm going to go over passing yards for Spencer Rattler. Man, they don't have his yards.
They don't have him?
Nope. Bummer.
No, they don't have this game on right now, or else I would have taken Tampa Bay team total over 19.5.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at it. They have Baker Mayfield yards, and then they have Spencer Rattler passing touchdowns. 2+ is 190. You know, give me that. Fuck it.
Spencer Rattler plus 2 touchdowns?
Yes, sir. All right. It's nice talking to you, Nick. We'll see you later.
Gentlemen. Good luck. Good luck, roomies. Salute. Nice to be on. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
Doctor.
All right, moving into the next game, we have Indianapolis heading into Tennessee. Indianapolis is 3-point dogs. The over-under is 43. Indianapolis money line is plus 124.
Go ahead, Nevada.
I haven't heard otherwise, but Joe Flacco's still at the helm, correct?
Yes.
It's looking likely that Anthony Richardson plays this week.
Really?
That's what I heard. That's what I read.
That would explain the +3. Because if Joe's playing this, completely flipped for the odds. But damn. And Will Levis probably isn't playing now. I don't want any part of this one. That took away all my steam.
No, I don't want none of it. Let's see. Colts quarterback Anthony Richardson oblique was listed as limited practice participant. Oh, he was limited all week last week, but did not play.
Yeah, I don't see anything for Joe.
Put just give Nevada in a parentheses if Joe plays. If Joe plays, yeah.
Yeah, if Joe plays, then I'll take the +3 in money line.
I'm gonna dude, fuck Will Levis. I'm gonna take the Colts money line. I don't trust Will Levis. That dude's
due for something stupid.
That dude just gets in the way. Part of Nick's Nuggets is Tennessee -2.5, so that makes me feel even better.
All right. Next game, we have Pittsburgh heading into Las Vegas. Pittsburgh is 3-point favorites. Over under 36.5. Raiders money line is plus 136.
Go ahead, Nevada.
Man, this Vegas game, the Vegas game and the next game we'll talk about are basically identical games to the games they played last week. Just on paper, defensive slugfest. Man, I think I'll still go with Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh -3 and over 36.5. I think O'Connell will get a couple touchdowns that Minshew doesn't, but I still think that Pittsburgh defense is going to be a bit too much for an offense that is not humming at all.
You said what'd you take? You took Pittsburgh -3?
-3 and over on points.
And you said Aidan O'Connell will get a couple touchdowns?
I think he will. That Minshew typically doesn't get.
Okay.
Little offensive spark, but not enough to.
Not him throwing them, correct? Like just the Raiders will score more.
Correct. Okay.
Because I was like, he has 12 touchdown passes in 11 games. I don't know if that's necessarily like. I was just like, I don't know if that's the advice we want to give anyone on that one. Look, give me Pittsburgh -3. This seems like a team they beat pretty handily.
All right. So the next game we have the Los Angeles Chargers heading into Denver. Chargers are 3-point favorites. The over/under is 35.5. Denver money line is +130. No matter what you got, brother.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure why Chargers get the +3, or I'm sorry, the -3 being in
on
the
the road. Yeah.
I think it's shown that this Denver defense knows how to play and shut down teams. They've got two fantastic corners, the white guy and then PS2.
You don't even know your own corners.
No, I do, but it's better to say the white guy because he's crushing it.
He's playing fantastic.
Little nuggie for you guys. Nick's nuggie here has Denver team total over 15.5. I think that can easily be hit. Was there another one? No, just 15.5. Oh, and Chargers -3, it looks like. Herbert, in every game he's played so far this year, has thrown less than 180 yards per game.
Holy shit. And he plays this Denver defense, huh?
Now he's going up against PS2 and the white guy across from him. So I have it up here. Look, Justin Herbert. Pass yards over-under. His over-under on pass yards is at 185.5. That's how much faith they have in him.
They know your stat, bro.
Yeah, they do. Damn it. They got me. I'm going to take Denver on the points. It's the number one scoring defense in the Chargers against the number 2 scoring defense against the Broncos.
Yeah, if you can get a defensive touchdown score, this would be the game to get it in. Give me Broncos money line.
Yeah, I think if anything, this is a pick'em game. I'm not sure why it's spread out as much as it is, but
yeah,
for that reasons, I'll go with the Denver plus monies.
Yeah, give me the points in the line for. If the Chargers were the dog, I would have taken the Chargers for the record.
All right. Moving into the next game, we have Detroit heading into Dallas. Detroit are 3-point favorites, over under 52. Dallas Cowboys money line is +130.
This should be a fun game. It should be. It's the Roy Williams Bowl. The Cowboys have shown me nothing to say that they can compete this year. They don't have a run game. Dak Prescott, if you didn't hear, neat little factoid. He's the first quarterback in NFL history to throw an interception in 2 different days on the same game.
Bro, that's everyone's favorite stat. It is pretty funny, though.
It is. I have Detroit coming off a bye week. I think they'll be raring to go. I got them covering the spread at -3. And then I'll take the money line as well. What does it say, Eric? 150 something or something?
155. Like sorry, I forgot that little logo there, but it's 155.
Yeah, sure. What the hell?
Jermaine, you got any action?
Give me the over, bro. 52. I know everyone keeps talking about Detroit's defense, but Dallas can throw the football pretty well, and Dak Prescott is the king of garbage time. So Dallas will be able to get that over.
All right. Next game, we have another divisional game. Atlanta heading into Carolina. Atlanta 6-point favorites. The over/under is 47. Carolina money line is +210. For Nick's Nuggies, he does have the under in this game.
Going a bit further, Atlanta games all this year have been decided by a possession, no more than a possession. And Carolina gives up 33 points per game, which is no bueno. This also falls in line with my plus 5.5, but I'm going to steer clear of that because it is the Panthers.
Smart man.
I can't say I'm thrilled about Atlanta trying to cover 6 points either, though. So I'm going to stay away from this game.
Jermaine?
Yeah, I'm purely taking the under based on Knicks Nuggets. I don't want anything else. I've fallen into the trap of the Carolina Panthers spread because it's usually plus and it's a little large. But they haven't done very well the last 2 weeks, so I'm just going to avoid.
Although, if you listen to Nick, you probably want a Chuba Hubbard anytime touchdown because that's RB Factory U.
He did say that, dude. I was like, which running backs? He said Mike Davis for that 8-game stretch he had in relief of Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, he was probably going to go all the way back to Smash and Dash with Williams and
Stewart.
Yeah, Jonathan Stewart.
All right, moving into the final Sunday game. Cincinnati's heading into New York to play the Giants. Cincinnati are 3.5-point favorites. The over-under is 47.5. If you want the Giants money line, it's plus 150.
Bengals are cursed until proven otherwise. Give me Giants money line and Giants spread, dude.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. It's like, when can you trust Cincinnati? Like, how many weeks are we going to go by and say, if Cincinnati's going to figure it out, it's got to be this week, next week. If Cincinnati's going to figure it out, it's got to be this week.
Look,
until they can put something together for a couple weeks, I ain't trusting them. So, yeah, I'm with Jermaine. Giants spread and Giants money line.
And for the listeners, right, here's how you should approach this. We're fading until they prove us wrong. Giants won last week against the Seahawks, and that should never have happened.
Nope.
So the obvious play here is Cincinnati. So don't listen to us. But that's how we're going to bet this game. Don't listen to us. Don't come back and say that, I can't believe you took New York Giants because of you guys. I was like, it should be Cincinnati. But I'm not betting with that team until they prove they can win a game.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then to close out week 6, on the Monday night game, we have Buffalo heading into New York to play the Jets. Buffalo is 2.5-point favorites. The over-under is 41. New York Jets money line is plus 114.
Yeah, so Jets' first game without Robert Saleh, which I don't think really changes much for him. He didn't have any role or any hand in the offense. I suppose the bright spot for the Jets and the potential offense is that their new interim head coach made the smart decision and said, hack it. You ain't calling plays no more.
Oh, he couldn't hack it?
He could not hack it. Buffalo should get Khalil Shakir back, which seems to be Josh Allen's target of the year so far. Obviously missing last week. The offense looked a bit dysfunctional. At one point, I believe Josh Allen was 9 of 19 in the first half, something like that. I think Buffalo should be able to pick up a little bit where they picked off. I would go over on the points. That seems a little low for their point total. And then I will take the Bills to cover the 2.5.
Man, typically a team that gets fired, you go with, but it's hard to hit your wagon to this Jets team right now. Give me over 41. I think this offense scores more points, and then everyone will victory lap the Nathaniel Hackett situation, which is ironic because they were burying Sean Payton for burying Nathaniel Hackett, and here we are yet again with the same thing that the Denver Broncos experienced 2.5 years ago that cost that man his job 12 games into the season. But, you're an asshole if you say it out loud because Sean Payton's an asshole now. It just breaks my brain the way people operate. It's just like, dude, Daniel Hackett sucked in Denver, and we just think he's sucked with Zach Wilson. That kid never had a chance. Did you guys saw the tweet I sent you about the routes run?
Yeah.
Mhm.
3 routes, right?
Oh my God. It was 3 routes. And it's like vertical with a hook. It's like vertical fade to the outside. And the other one's vertical with a hook the other way. We're like the 3. I was just like, that's unbelievable. How there isn't more mutinies in the NFL is actually pretty shocking. How you gonna have your guy running those routes? Garrett Wilson is so much better than that, bro.
Hackett has had one good season, and that was with the Jags when they went to the AFC Championship game, and that was largely due to the defense. Blake Bortles, granted, he played well. That was his career year, but that was not an offensive team that drugged them into the playoffs. That was a defensive team.
He's the same OC who killed Blake Bortles?
Yes.
He coached Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay, though.
For 2 or 3 years, yeah, he was. I don't know if he was OC, but Matt LaFleur was the guy running the show.
Yeah, and Rodgers won MVPs, and that's why he got the job in Denver.
Right.
It just blows my mind. But anyways, I'm going to ride my theory. I think the Jets locker room will get a boost from this. The demotion of Daniel Hackett. I think Robert Saleh kind of got crushed unceremoniously, especially since defense was never the problem. Right. But you're the head coach, man. That's buck stops with you. So give me Jets money line. Give me over 41. And that Bills offense, I'm fading until otherwise noticed. I just don't know what they
remember 2-3 weeks ago now when we were talking about best teams in the league and the Bills were up there like, holy shit.
Bro, we were talking about Josh Allen for MVP.
Yeah.
And then he had 11 incompletions in the first half or something. He has no one to, I don't know why we knew he didn't have anyone to pass the ball. We talked about it all offseason. But
correct.
We just quickly forget that information because they won 2 games, as if the NFL is in a 17-game season now.
It's wild.
This is an awful slate of football.
Yeah, not a lot of good stuff.
Like Detroit, Dallas is good. Ironically enough, Giants, Bengals is
I think Manders and Ravens should be good.
Manders and Ravens.
Arizona Green Bay has potential.
Arizona Green Bay could be a shootout. I don't know how good that one's going to be though. And then let's see the Chargers Broncos should be good. Not from a scoring perspective, but they're both good teams, well coached, so it'll be close at the end. But yeah, not a lot of exciting football. Scoring ticked up again. So the Room 303 theory that the first 4 weeks are the new preseason persists again because we saw Jamar Chase and Lamar Jackson go the fuck off. Mm-hmm. And we saw Nico Collins go off before getting hurt. We saw Tank Bigsby have himself a day. Joe Flacco 350-3. I mean, we had big games from players last week, so the offenses are finally getting back with it. And oh man, I know we all downplayed the importance of preseason, but the more I watch these football games to start the year, it's like you should probably play preseason games.
Yeah, and it'll probably get worse because they're probably going to end up going down to 2 preseason games. I don't know if it'll be next year, but at least probably during the next CBA. So it'll be 5 weeks into the year before we see some actual football.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't even think of that. Damn. Well, anything else for the 10s and 10s?
Go Birds.
Oh,
need something to perk you up there.
If we lose to Cleveland, you guys might never see me again.
Some a Birds win and some Bear Claws.
Maybe a Bear Claw will cheer me up.
I was trying to look at the ingredients because he said it was hazelnut filled, and It gave me like the ingredients you used to make it, like to make the.
Is it
It was
hazelnuts
like
or almonds?
flour. I didn't get that far.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure you can make it differently,
oh,
right? I was just trying to get like the base of it, and it was like the same way you make donuts or any other pastry. So it's like these fuckers.
Basically, cream-filled Danishes.
Yeah, it was. They were like, it's a Danish, and I'm like, okay, schmucks. All right, let me keep it pushing. Follow us on Instagram, the artist formerly known as Twitter and YouTube at Podcast Room 303. Follow our sister pod, Revenge of the Pod, on all things social and wherever you get your podcasts. For myself, Jermaine Colon Mendez. For my co-host, Nicholas Morahan. He was here, so I'll say the name. And then for our executive producers, the EPE and Nutty Putty, we'll see you next time when you come on down and step into the room.